Hello action figure fans, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review video for you. This video goes up on a Monday, so it's a Marvel Monday. This time I am reviewing the Marvel Legends MACH-1 action figure. This was released in 2020. It's part of the Gamerverse Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. I bought this in the store at the time in 2020. Here it is in a very nice window package where we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with. This way we know what we're getting when we buy it. Here is the top of the box with the Marvel logo. Here's the bottom with some manufacturing information. Here's a picture on this side, and same picture on this side. And the back shows a picture of MACH-1 with the mini biography, the Gamerverse Abomination Build-A-Figure, and the other action figures in this wave, and more manufacturing information down here. So I will open this up and review the action figure itself in just a moment. Here is MACH-1, and aside from the Build-A-Figure piece, there are no accessories with this action figure. Let's see how tall this action figure is. According to the tape measure, it's about 6 1/4 inches tall, or about 16 centimeters tall. So a nicely sized action figure. It's a little difficult to get this action figure to stand up straight because of this extra piece on the back here, the wings. So MACH-1 was introduced in Thunderbolts #1, a comic book that came out in the early 90s or so. And originally MACH-1 was the Beetle, one of Spider-Man's enemies, and then the Thunderbolts were formed, and it was a group of villains that changed their identities to be to disguise themselves as heroes. So the Beetle became MACH-1. So a very interesting story at the time. I didn't finish the story, so I don't know if they were all if they genuinely changed their heart and became good guys, or if some of them intended to remain villains and just trick the world. But here we have the MACH-1 action figure. Pretty nice looking action figure. Nice helmet here with a little antenna, pliable plastic, and extra backpack. A little bit pliable. Now this is not removable. A very soft and pliable shoulder pads here. Looks like some extra pieces, the same soft rubbery material glued on top of a standard body used by many characters. A little bit extra plastic glued on here. A lot of sculpted details, but not a whole lot of painting on it. There's just a little bit to highlight it. Looks like some sort of wrist blasters here. And lots of sculpted details on the legs, and maybe just a coat of kind of a shinier metallic blue paint on top of a blue plastic, but not very much detail there. And peg holes in the heels of the boots, and more sculpted details on the back, but no real paint decoration. Just a lot of decoration on the wings here. So I think it's a pretty nice looking action figure. Let's take a look at the articulation. The head moves up. Now we can shift the head around on the ball joint, so we can move it all the way up and put him in some flying poses so it looks natural that way. We can look down, turn side to side, and a little bit of head tilting at the shoulders. There are no butterfly joints here, but we can go out this far. The shoulder pads get out of the way, so that's nice. Just a little bit of soft ratcheting in there, and we can go around, but the articulation is definitely limited by the wings here. So we can stretch up the arms that way, but not really go back. And then we have a bicep cut So that is working. And we have double jointed elbows. And it is working on both sides. So very nice. And we can turn at the wrist. And we have hinges at the wrist. So that works. And that works. We do have a diaphragm crunch in there, so we can crunch forward that far. But we can't really go back, and that's because of this piece here interfering with the articulation. We have a waist cut. You can do the splits about that far. And kick forward that far. And kick back just a little bit. Same thing on this side. We can kick forward. And kick back just a little bit. There's an upper thigh cut. So that is working. And that one is working too. And then we have double jointed knees here. A little bit tight, but it is working. So at the time I'm making this video, it's a nice warm summer day. So that's about as far as we can get. So we can put him in a sitting position. Not the best sitting position. And we'll straighten these legs out. And then no boot cuts there. But at the ankles, we can go down that far. And go up that far. And we have ankle pivot. So that is working. So all of the joints are working. I'm very happy about that. It's always a fun experience when all the joints are working properly and nothing is breaking, nothing is too stiff. So far nothing is too loose. I think the biggest problem is just getting this action figure to balance correctly because of the extra weight on the back. But I think we can do that. So, looks pretty good. Here is Mach-1 next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet that I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. Here is Mach-1 next to a 6-inch action figure on the left, the Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares, and a 7-inch action figure on the right, the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. Here is Mach-1 next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Gamerverse Iron Man action figure that is also part of the Gamerverse Abomination Build-A-Figure wave, and a pair of armored heroes or adventurers. Certainly look cool together. The HammerTron Sledgehammer rating for Mach-1 is, it's okay. Now I'm sure Mach-1 is not happy about that. But the Sledgehammer is more powerful than his little blasters. And so he's a little difficult to balance. I'm not surprised that he's difficult to balance because of the wings. It certainly looks cool, but makes it a little more difficult. I should find one of those action figure stands where I can pose him in a flying position. But I am happy all the joints worked properly the first time around, so I don't really see any problems there. So I think this action figure is okay. Thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this action figure, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time, action figure fans.